the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive end.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive, he may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a second down and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on an opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Ryan's throw there taken in by Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw again is Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. The opportunity was there for them to take the lead with a field goal and get 3. Instead, they want a little more.
Sometimes being a little greedy is not a bad thing, right? I mean, don't just take what they're going to give you or what's evident. Go try and get more. And, yes, there's a little bit of a risk to it, but, boy, they made it pay off in a big way.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That is into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Oswald good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Washington. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, A lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll look to throw. Say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, second and goal. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now here's Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Cohen now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And brought him down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. They'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Ryan hit and lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. As he throws there, incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Shotgun, Ryan. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first down. Ryan on the slant, completes to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down right around the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it's Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Ryan. It's caught. Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge scheme going.
This will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington is going to win the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw complete there to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.